Hi und willkommen wieder bei Sarah's Music. Wir sind heute in Miami. Ein perfektes Stück für den Anfang heute, America aus West Side Story, gespielt von den Musikern aus dem New World Symphony Orchestra hier auf dem Dach des New World Center in Miami. Das Orchester bereitet sich gerade auf ein Wallcast-Konzert vor. Und was ist ein Wallcast-Konzert? Wir erfahren es heute. Die New World Symphony ist eine Orchesterakademie, die junge Musiker auf Führungsrollen im professionellen Orchester vorbereitet. Der künstlerische Leiter Michael Tilson Thomas hat New World vor 29 Jahren gegründet. It's been fantastic being here, listening to you all rehearse the Schubert this morning. What would you say is the best thing about being at New World?
There are too many good things to choose between. I think it's the atmosphere that you get when you have so many great coaches and great conductors come in and force you to be better than you are.
Oh. Can you be better than you are?
I will be tomorrow.
Michael, thank you so much for having me here this week. I'm enjoying working with your horn players enormously.
Well, it's inspiring. Wherever you are, there's inspiration, Sarah. What can I say?
Thank you. So what would you say should be the ultimate New World Symphony Orchestra fellow experience? What should they take away from their time here?
They should find and they should take away their own voice, their own idea of what's important, what the music means to them, and be comfortable in communicating that. It's so technical, classical music. We have to worry about all these notes and whether we got it right or wrong is a lot of your training. And you have to get past that to the point that at the moment that you're up at bat, it's 50% Beethoven, but it's 50% you. And it has to come out of your own life, be authentic.
It's an amazing technical setup you have here. When the building was built, in 2011 it opened. It was really innovative and incredible. It still stayed that modern, I find. I mean, back in 2011, what you were doing was absolutely new for classical music. You know, Wallcast concerts, and you have an incredible laboratory here of facilities for the musicians. And this is what you mean by giving them the opportunity to color outside the box. How do they use these tools?
Well, we encourage them to be real storytellers, to get very comfortable in speaking with people about the music, as well as finding a certain way of projecting the phrase that makes it seem as if it's not written down, that it's just happening at that moment.
I wish I could have played here when I was younger. But being here now, it's still very inspiring. It really is. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ready, three. Take. Ready, two.
New World hat ein hochmodernes Videostudio. Nicht nur die Technik ist top, die Mitarbeiter hier oben kennen sich auch mit Musik richtig gut aus.
Take. Ready, mix one.
Clyde, MTT is downstairs. He's the conductor of the music, and you are up here in the studio, the conductor of the visual. And it's very impressive to watch you work. What are you guys actually doing up here, preparing for the live Wallcast?
So we're actually doing a run-through as the orchestra's doing a dress rehearsal. We've got a pretty complex robotic camera system, and throughout the course of the week, we preset most of the shots, hundreds and hundreds of shots for the live show, and we're up here kind of just running through everything and making sure that everything lines up properly, and then all of our cues are in the right place, and that we're following the music correctly.
It sounds like it's an easy job, but it's not, because it's live music, which means you are actually one of the artists. You're one of the musicians. You are a musician yourself. You play the violin, as you told me a few minutes ago. So you are creating the music through your cameras, which is not easy because they're preset.
Well, we have a really good mixture. We've designed the system so that it allows us a lot of flexibility, and it also allows a lot of the human touch. So we mix in kind of preset shots with somebody doing what we call a live move, which is operating with a joystick. And we actually really take great care to try to make sure that we're interpreting the music visually in a way that kind of adds to it, and kind of gives the people in the park, which are seeing the Wallcast, a really interesting and kind of immersive visual experience.
What's your biggest challenge, making the whole thing a work of art?
Well, I think consistency between cameras. I mean, we use 11 or 12 cameras for every one of our Wallcasts, just as a base. So kind of trying to keep consistency between all of those cameras is very challenging. And also just making sure that we're really, really on top of things. Just like as a musician, when you're performing, you have to kind of be a little bit almost ahead of what's happening. We have to be just ever so slightly ahead to make sure that everything is looking like it's following the music perfectly.
So you have to know the music backwards, actually.
Yeah, we start listening to the music way, way in advance, and then we really get into it the week of the Wallcast. And I'll spend from Monday to Thursday night working with recordings of the music and sitting in a room with one of my colleagues and copies of the score and kind of building the whole show, essentially.
And does something ever go wrong?
Oh, sure.
Like what?
Because we use a kind of hybrid system using robotics and presets, the worst thing that goes wrong usually is somebody will recall a preset while that camera is live. So the camera will nicely be showing a shot, and all of a sudden it'll just get yanked away as it whips across the stage to show something that has nothing to do with what's happening.
We will keep an eye out for that in the Wallcast, but we're really looking forward to it, and amazing work you guys do up here. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
New World veranstalten ihre Wallcast-Konzerte hier im Soundscape Park. Das Konzert im Center wird gleichzeitig auf die Außenwand projiziert. Die Konzerte sind kostenlos und sehr beliebt hier in Miami. Ich war schwer beeindruckt von der Soundanlage.
Every single structure that you see here is speakers, so anywhere there's a grill, it's a speaker. And we have about 155 speakers to make up this sound system, which is, pretty impressive.
It's incredible to hear this sound come out of this park.
It's so much fun. I never get tired of it. Never get tired of it.
So, das große Wallcast-Konzert geht gleich los. Ich freue mich riesig, das hier auf der großen Wand zu sehen. Aber erstmal, wo ist mein Picknick? Cheers! Great! We had so much fun. Das war's von Sarah's Music für heute. Prost aus Miami. Prost! So you thought you were finished, but you're not quite, Michael, because the Sarah's Music Horn Challenge is challenging you today to get a noise as beautifully as you can out of this wonderful instrument. Would you accept the challenge?
Yes.
Correct answer.
How about this way?
Hand in here. Pucker up and... That was far too good.